A Bloody Tale of Two Cities. Part 2. The attackers stopped, then fled. Silence returned, but Alara knew it was not over. The city's enmity ran deeper than the chalice, and something still stirred in the depths of the river. She staggered out into the night, the burden of the sins of both cities on her shoulders, wondering what she had freed and what would follow. In the darkness of the night, as Alara staggered out of Vos Seraphine's palace, the cold air of Warnholt cut her face like a knife. She carried the burden of the sins of both cities on her shoulders, and in her heart a terrible feeling that something still lay awake in the depths of the river. The fragments of the Crimson Chalice may have stopped the ritual, but it had awakened something else, something that still lurked in the shadows. Alara gripped her revolver tightly and headed toward the narrow streets of Warnholt. The city was silent, but the silence was deceptive. She felt eyes on her back, as if someone were following her. She headed for her office, a small room nestled in an old Swedish cobblestone street. She knew she needed time to think, but her mind was reeling from the events of the night. As she entered the office, she closed the door and spread out Marcus's notes on the desk. Her eyes rested on a map, which showed a red circle on the riverbank between Warnholt and Greystone. Beneath the map was a note that read, "Under the bridge, the heart of the ritual." Ailira's heart skipped a beat. Could it be that the ritual was still going on? Suddenly, her phone rang. She was startled, an unknown number flashing on its screen. She picked up the phone, but there was only a deep sigh from the other end. Then a voice said, "You broke it, but you didn't stop it. It's coming." The line was dead. Alara's blood froze. Who was it? She got no answer, but her eyes went back to the map. Iron Bridge. She would have to go back. She picked up her jacket, pocketed the extra pills, and headed out. The city streets were still filled with fog, but now a strange whisper echoed in the air, as if thousands of voices were speaking at once. When she reached Iron Bridge, the same deep echoing sound began again from below the river, but this time it was louder, like someone shouting in anger. She raised her flashlight and turned the light toward the depths of the river. A strange ripple rose on the surface of the water, as if something very large was moving. Her heart began to beat faster. Suddenly, a black shadow emerged from the water atoll. Terrifying being, its eyes glowing red. In its hand was a broken fragmenta, part of the Crimson Chalice. "You broke my ritual," it said, its voice like stones rubbing together. "Now you will pay for the blood of both cities." Alara raised her gun, but before she could fire, the being was gone, as if dissolving into mist. Her hands were shaking, but she knew there was no turning back now. The chalice might be broken, but its essence still lived on. It held both cities in its grip. She descended the bridge toward the riverbank, where she saw an ancient door hidden in the stones. The door bore the same symbols she had seen in Marcus's notes. She opened the door, and inside was a tunnel that disappeared into the darkness. With the echo of her footsteps, she moved forward, knowing that whatever awaited her was something she had never seen before. Would she be able to stop the dark power that was ready to swallow both cities? Or would this be her last night? The story was not over yet.